Andrea. I live in New York City. I'm 52 years of age, and I have scoliosis. I was born with a scoliosis, and it manifested itself when I was approximately 12 years of age, and I wore a Milwaukee brace from the age of 12 to 15. This was a very trying experience as a child to wear a brace, but I did go through everything I needed to go through and couldn't wait when I was 15 to get out of this thing. Since then, as a young adult, I've had pain in my back, which I didn't have as a child, and my curves increased in number, degrees, and I investigated other alternatives. In the alternatives that I investigated, I saw some of the best surgeons in New York, and their philosophy was they had the surgery improved, but there were no other viable alternatives out there. And I was very distressed by this, and I wanted really something that was going to give me an opportunity to feel better, be stronger, and as well not have to face surgery. So I investigated through Dr. Deutschman the possibility of different braces that were out there. At that time, he was working with a company out of Louisiana, and I wore the Cope's brace. And that did certainly help me with my pain, which was a huge, issue for me. But unfortunately, it was extremely uncomfortable to wear. I received a lot of chafing, and it was like a full body brace. And it reminded me pretty much of my childhood years between age of 12 to 15. And being now a full adult and wearing this brace was quite an unpleasant experience. But I did persevere through it. But fortunately, there are some viable alternatives out there. And one of the ones which I think is a great solution today is the spine core brace. I've worn the spine core brace for approximately 5 years, and it's been modified and adjusted on me quite a bit through those 5 years to work with me and to help me feel stronger. And as my curves have changed and things have been different, I've needed to make some changes in the brace. But the great thing about the brace is it's not heavy and clunky. It's not uncomfortable to wear compared to a full body brace, which is plastic and heavy, and you kind of melt in the summertime. This is all straps, so it's very light in comparison. And it's what they call dynamic, which is a great feature because it enables you to wear a brace, and it encourages you as the participant wearing the brace to work with the brace to support yourself. It's not a hard brace which kind of takes over, but allows you as the patient to be constantly aware of what you need to do to support yourself. So your body position is extremely important when you're wearing the brace, and making sure you're wearing it properly as well. So, it's not an easy program. It's not something for the light and faint of heart. It does require a fair amount of work. I do scoliosis exercises 3 times a week, which are not difficult to do, but they do take time and commitment. It also requires you, in my opinion, to eat very healthy and nutritious foods and make sure you're helping your body stay strong. Getting enough sleep is a key ingredient, so you're living a life that's going to complement the work that you're doing in your brace. And probably one of the most important things is to have a good mental attitude when you're going through this process, because it can feel overwhelming. There's not a lot of information out there on alternatives, especially for adults. So I feel very fortunate that I'm one of the people that have hooked up with a doctor who is dedicated a lot of his time in his life to finding viable alternatives for adults as well as children. So I would encourage everyone to investigate this option and to consider this as one of the viable solutions that might be out there for them as an adult. Thank you.
Great.